Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be diving into the top 5 ways in which your alcohol use as a father is negatively impacting your kids. If you don't already know, alcohol consumption doesn't only affect you, but it affects everybody around you. And as the leader of your family, there's no doubt it is affecting your kids, and here's how. Number 1, it's going to bring emotional distress and instability. Number 2, you're probably going to be seeing increased behavioral issues as a result. Number 3, there's definitely going to be a lack of quality time with your kids. Number 4, there's going to be a breakdown and difficulty in building trust. And number 5, there's going to be an increased risk of addiction and alcoholism later in life. Let's dive into each one of these. Number 1, emotional distress and instability. How is your alcohol use bringing this to your kids? Well, first of all, your kids, they're like radar systems. They pick up on every little thing, especially the emotional stability of their parents. And as the father, the leader of the family, if you're using alcohol, there's no doubt it's going to be coming with its emotional ups and downs, right? And if you're using it on a regular basis, you're probably having some sort of emotional overwhelm, emotional pain, discomfort on the inside that you're using the alcohol to run from. And your kids are going to pick up on this. And if they're seeing this emotional instability, they're not going to know which father they're going to get on a given day, on a given moment. They might be having the angry, frustrated father, the tired and overwhelmed father, the hungover father, the sad and depressed father, the numb and disconnected father. Who knows? But this emotional instability within yourself is rippling out to your kids, leaving them in a state of distress, uncertainty, fear, often leading to overwhelm, sadness, frustration, and anxiety. Number 2, as a result, you're probably going to be seeing increased risk and behavioral problems with your children. First of all, they're not getting their emotional needs met. And second of all, your children, they mimic everything that they see. So if they're watching their father, the leader of their family, using alcohol to deal with their own issues, then they're going to naturally take this same sort of coping mechanism on. And with not getting their emotional needs met, they're going to find ways to get that attention. And this will probably show itself in outbursts, frustration, tantrums, isolation, finding their own little compulsive behaviors to isolate and disconnect in order to deal with that emotional overwhelm and mimic what they're seeing from their father. Number 3, there's going to be a lack of quality time. If you're using alcohol and you're out using alcohol to enjoy yourself, first of all, you're not being present and you're missing out with quality time with your kids. But secondly, if you're using alcohol in front of your kids, no matter what, you're not being as present as you can be. You're not there being your true self. You are disconnecting in some form or fashion. And your kids, their fundamental need for presence and love and safety, it's not being met. So this alcohol consumption is taken away from the quality time that they need and they deserve. Number 4, breakdown in trust and difficulty building trust. Your kid's fundamental need is for safety, love, and presence, built through stability, consistency, and dependability. And as I stated, your alcohol consumption, no matter how little or how much, is bringing inconsistent behavior. And your children are going to pick up on this inconsistent behavior. And at the core, they're never going to be able to fundamentally trust you. And the more that the inconsistency is, that breakdown of trust is going to continue on, and you're going to have an issue in the relationship and the trust now and in the future. Number 5, increased risk in alcoholism and addiction later in life. Like I said, kids pick up and mimic everything that they see. So if they're growing up around alcohol use that is being normalized within the household, they are naturally going to learn that this is an acceptable behavior that they can take on in order to deal with the emotional overwhelm that they will most definitely face in life. And if they're watching their father, the leader of their family, use alcohol to cope with life, they will naturally adopt this sort of behavior. And as I stated before, their emotional needs are not being met. So fundamentally, they're going to have to find a way in order to deal with this emotional overwhelm. And having been mirrored by their leader, their parent, the one that's supposed to teach them in life how to deal with life, how to be with their emotions, how to be present, how to come back into their hearts. If they're seeing from them that they just easily numb this out through alcohol use, they will pick that up. And there's no doubt that this can lead to greater problems, addiction, and alcoholism later in life. Breaking this cycle starts with awareness. If you're a father and you resonated with anything in this video, or you feel like you might have an alcohol problem that is negatively affecting you, your life, or your children, first of all, know that you're not alone. I've been there. I'm a recovered addict and alcoholic, and I know what it's like to be on the other side in the pain and discomfort, and how to get to the other side to a life of freedom and happiness. And if you want to learn more about addiction or alcoholism or anything around fatherhood and how to be a better father, hit the subscribe button below for more content around these topics. And if you're ready to make a change now, hit the call link in the description below to book a call with me. I specialize in working with men and fathers to break free from addiction and come out the other side more present, more happy, and to build a life of purpose and empowerment. Thanks for watching.